All right. Hello, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining today. Hey, Lumpy. Hey, who you gonna call? I don't know if I'm allowed to say a real name here in stream. Well, test passed. Almost. It's yeah. YouTube chat integration is still not working. I don't know what to do. I give up on that, I guess. But anyways, it's been a while. A lot of different things came in the way. As I posted on socials, yeah. Life in general, starting a full-time business, and yeah, and then having some problems with the model itself. I was just not feeling it and didn't have the time to go live. So yeah, but now things are finally almost smoothly running their way, so I can take a little time again to do some live streaming. I hope more regularly. Well, we'll see about that. I'm fine, Lumpy. How are you? I hope the audio levels from the music are okay and not too loud and not too quiet as well. If it's annoying, just let me know. Sound is perfect. All right. Yeah, so the guys on Twitch still can't read what the ones on YouTube are writing. That's a little bit of a bummer. Well, I guess it is how it is. Maybe I do two separate chat boxes, one just for Twitch and one separate from directly from the YouTube page thingy. We'll see about that. Anyways, today we are going to hopefully make some progress on the T-6 shuttle from Ahsoka. Wait a minute, let's just switch the scene and you can directly see it. This is the current status it's in. Hasn't really changed from the last one, except for details, and I added a little cockpit shape in front of here that it looks a little nicer in the overview. Yeah, maybe I'll just show you the differences. What I changed on Greeblies, because as I already said a couple times, the ones up here on top were not visible in the first reference material that I got, and then a YouTube video showed up where you could see everything perfectly, so I had to redo all my self-invented things. And by the way, I added a little screen over there where you can see my 3D printer running. Unfortunately, it's just the P1S, and the camera of the P1S has a whopping frame rate of 0.5 frames per second. So yeah, one frame every 2 seconds. That's why it's a little choppy, but maybe it's still cool. God, so many parts. Oh, that's the top. Let's just get rid of those real quick. So this here is the old stuff up here. And then this is the new. It's quite more detailed now than it was before. And I also redid the train suspension part in here from the Leopold. And yeah, I got the size a little bit wrong of those. I adjusted all of that, and therefore I needed to adjust the main shape of the wing a little as well. So that is now all corrected and done. And also this stuff in here is new and now correct, how it should be. At least what you can see on the YouTube video. But definitely more accurate than before. Also inside here, there were some changes made. So, and the next thing, you will already see it down here, will be this part. John Goodson called it the risers. It's basically a shell that sits on top of this structure. And I'm hoping in the end it will go up and down like in the series as well. I want to build in a mechanism for it that it can do that. We'll see if this will work. But yeah, it's quite a bit of time until we get there. So first of all, we are going to make the base shape. Once we have that, we can mirror that down, because the bottom one is pretty much the same. And then we can start detailing. Let's see how far we come today. Yeah, Fusion lately is not the fastest software in the world, so, and also the assembly has quite a lot of bodies and design elements in it, so it's slowed kind of down in performance. I think we get rid of everything that we don't need right now. So let's take this and isolate this one. What is this 3D overlay? Is it from a scan? It's a photogrammetry scan actually. It's made out from the pictures that I found online. And yeah, I was able, or more to say, I met a guy online. He is more or less an expert with photogrammetry, and he helped me to make those scans out of the pictures, and it worked out pretty good. The details are a little smooshy and not really there in 3D, but from the textures you can see the outlines pretty good, and for the overall shape and size that helped a lot. So this is always my goal, if there is an actual studio model, to create a photogrammetry scan from the available reference photos if possible. So now I have to check which side would be better for the riser to take. The best thing about those scans is there is no perspective in it. But as you maybe can see here, the texture is still a little in perspective. So now you have to see where the actual geometry stops, which on this side you can't really tell. Yeah, the other side looks much nicer. There you can see where it stops. I think we use this side for this part. Just thinking how to start with the sketch. If you make one from behind or from the side. Probably doesn't matter in the end. This is super helpful. Thank you for sharing that idea. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm always open to share my knowledge, if I have any, about certain topics. So feel free to ask me anything. If you get an answer or not, well, that depends if I know it. But I'm happy to help everywhere I can. Yeah, let's just start from the side and then we will see. So first we create the basic shape, body of the outer shape. Try to get this as close as possible, and then make a shell out of it. Some geometry that I create is still somewhat idolized, because studio models tend to be they are not perfect, let's say, like this in a symmetry or form in general. So sometimes things are a little wonky, and yeah, I need to decide what features of those imperfections I'm going to implement into the model and which ones I don't. There's a little curve here. Let's see. Can you guys see the lines on the screen that I'm drawing? I can barely see them here, but how's it for you guys? Okay, now let's see if this curve is a perfect curve or not. God, I cannot see it. Where is it? Oh, that's a bit stupid, but do it like this. There it is. Yeah, that looks good. So this fin here in the back. If you look on the reference material, can you see my mouse? Yeah, I think you can. This is not part of the main geometry, so this I consider a detail, so we will not design this now. This will be added later. So I put my sketch line on this edge. Something like this. Okay, what about this curve? No. I need to attach more in the front. Oops. Yeah. Right. Wrong button. Let's bring it back. There you go. Yeah, when you're in the wrong window and press escape too often, things might disappear. Yep, and freezing again. This can happen a lot today. So now we have the geometry here, but then you look back here, then it's a little bit off. This is one of those things. Is the entire part just a little bit crooked on the model? Is it an imperfection of the scan, perspective of the texture? Do you model it in a straight line, or do you try to imitate this irregularity down there? See the reference material when I put my ruler on this edge. Oop. It actually goes down a little in the back, so the scan seems to be accurate. Let's quickly check if the other side has the same feature. Question is, do I have a picture of the other side? That is good enough. Just the same. It also seems to go down a little. Quickly checking reference. It's not really sharp. Do I have anything else? What about this one? No. Maybe this one. Yeah, there's a slight bend in the rear of that part where it goes down, so well, we have to model it. Where does it attach? Around here? Goes to somewhere like here. Oop. Let's bring this down a little. Okay, I think I have the outline so far. Let's leave sketch mode and save. Because CAD software programs tend to crash a lot at times. For the most stupidest reasons. Hey Nub Nub, hey Mad Moicano? Did you scan a model? Well, I did not scan the actual model, but it is a photogrammetry scan, which is created from photos of the model. So what's your printer? Just bought an Anycubic Cobra S1 combo, my first. This is like my third video on 3D printing. Haha, seems fun. What you working on and what program? Cobra S1 combo. I looked at that printer as well. I think it's a great machine, but I opted for the Bambu Lab in the end. Mine is the P1S from Bambu Lab with the AMS system on top of it. 3D printing is fun, usually, when it works like you want it to. So if it's not working, it can be quite frustrating, but thankfully it's not as often. At the beginning with my first 3D printer that I got in, was it 2017? Something like this. It was a cheap one. It was like $700 from China, a complete kit which you had to assemble everything yourself, including cables, soldering and all that shit. That machine was crazy. It was not really cool to use. But the new machines like the Bambu Lab and pretty much all Corex models that are out there at the moment, they are pretty cool to use. You just slice it, send it to a printer, come back a few hours later, and there it is, the thing you wanted to print. It's pretty cool. What I'm working on the T-6 Shuttle from Ahsoka, Star Wars. Maybe I can show the parts here. Wait, I did the isolating thing, so I can unisolate it. So this is the status of the ship right now. And the program is Autodesk Fusion, formerly known as Fusion 360. Much like a brother from another mother then. Well, the fun part is to fail, right? When it goes well, it's just boring. It's beep. Well, maybe you need to print cooler stuff, then it's cool when you have to print a thing and can look at it or do something with it if it's a practical thingy. But yeah, with failing you learn a whole lot, that's true. So I think the newer generation of 3D printer users might lack a little of that lessons that are to be learned from those fails, but yeah, I think that's just how it is. Right. The sketch for the next base shape. Should be all right. So let's extrude it. But First I'm going to isolate this again. Oh. Well, now my sketch disappeared as well. So for anyone interested, this is the 402nd sketch I made for this model already. Yeah, come on. I could be so much faster at modeling at times, but the software is just not willing to work faster. No, let's not cut this, make this a new body. Need my scan again here. For the right width. Yeah, I think it should be the same width as the wings on top. But a lot of things should and aren't. Let's see. Bring this wing back. Let's pick 26 millimeters for now for one side. Let's measure this. Where's the wing? 51.5. With the panels, without the panels, pure structure 47.9. I think we indented the panel lines instead of embossing the panels, so let's take the 51.5. No. There you go. Hello, Jumper. Oh, damn, the program be slow. Yeah, well, I wish I could kick his butt and make it move faster, but that's not gonna happen. Or it's not gonna work, let's say it like this. It was a lot of times almost happening. I kicked its butt. What kind of inner filler you use the most for that hollow part of the T6? Really no lightning. You mean infill for printing process? Fusion 360 doesn't have a view mode. I like Eevee or Blender to be easier on the PC when modeling. No, not really. This is basically the view mode. You can reduce the quality, anti-aliasing and things like that, but I don't think this matters anymore because there are so many features in here. When you see on the, can you see it in the screen? Yes. All the bodies here on the left, those are all geometries that it needs to calculate and have in cache and so on. So if it reduces shadows or something, it doesn't really help because it's already much overloaded. And the biggest problem though is all the CAD programs that I know of only use one core of the CPU. So it doesn't matter if you have 20 cores or what, it will only use one for the CAD computing. So you need one core that has the highest possible clock. What, seriously, auto mod? What did you say, Jumper? So yeah, I wish CAD programs would go multi-core already, but I think this will not happen anytime soon, if ever. So let's see. We have a clearance of those parts of a whopping 0.08. Wait, what? Degrees? Oh. I wanted millimeters. 0.33 millimeters. So 3/10. I guess we have to adjust the position of this one a little bit. But first I'm going to get the shape right, then we will move it a little bit and then we'll detail it. Okay, I hate it here. Why? What's up, Jumper? What are you doing? Bob the Blob, welcome in. If it will be multi-core, it is just about as hard to make it GPU accelerated. I honestly have no idea about software making, programming whatsoever, so I don't know. But I mean, all the computational stuff is GPU related, CPU related, I guess. And this chat keeps holding back my messages? Huh. Maybe you should watch your language, lol. So let's see. Still need a radius on top here. 35 looks fine. All right. Time for the next sketch. Scrolling makes me crazy. Top to bottom, from bottom to top. Yeah, we can just use the base plane. Let's get this back and make a projection of this part we just created. And wait again. Really? The B word of the A word? Yeah, I saved after the sketch, so we'll find the extrusion is not that difficult to remake if it would crash. Yeah, I need to, I don't know, adjust the auto mod in chat. I have no idea. But it doesn't say anything that it deleted messages. Is it in here? Oh yeah, there it is. Well, the chatbot just doesn't like butt. Maybe just use one T. Actually, we can also hide the wing again. Where's my line? There it is. Okay, there's too high. Let's bring this down a little bit. No? Why not? Again. Oh, this was the... Oh, right, okay. Was some fixed point on the projection that I got here. I don't need that. Okay. Oops, go up here. Alrighty. Where's the middle? There's the middle. Then, since this thing should be symmetrical, it is enough to sketch one part, one side of the sketch, and then we can mirror a sketch to the other side. And then it should be here. You probably can't see it, but it should be there. All right. Let's see, I think this line in the middle of the geometry is also making that bend towards the back. We can't just simply extrude. Where is it? There it is. But we can let the sketch follow a path. But I think now the sketch is in the wrong place for that. Yeah, that was not the idea, but almost. I had something different in mind, but this actually doesn't look that bad. Didn't delete them, it held them back for you us to approve or decline. I need to approve messages, really? I don't see anything to click on to approve it. And then they get sent if approved. Yeah, but I don't see anything where I can approve those messages. It's just highlighted that this was blocked for some reason, and the word for what it was blocked is highlighted, but that's kind of it. No. Don't know. Yeah, I can only read it on the Twitch page, though not on the ground control multi, or what is supposed to be multi-chat, but YouTube is still missing there, so yeah, I have to have two windows open, one for YouTube and one for Twitch to read all the chats. Kind of annoying. The T6 kind of looks like the needler gun from Halo. Maybe you can reuse it. Could be an idea. To be honest, I have no idea how the needler gun looks like, because I must admit I never played Halo. This is on my long list of games to play eventually sometime. Someday. When I'm old and have time. Search word, needle gun, Halo. Oh, that thing. Well, yeah. A little bit in the roughest sense, yeah, it looks like the T-6 Shuttle. I know what you mean. Those overhangs in here, the cockpit in the middle. Yeah, so yeah, I need to relocate the sketch. Let's see if we can put the sketch over here without destroying it. Oh, no, not that. I need to put the plane in front of the sketch on the timeline, otherwise it won't work. Both at light speed, in a glance, same stuff. The side would be hugely different though, in real life. Oh, come on, I just moved one plane. Why do you recalculate literally everything? I don't get this program at sometimes. 16, oh crap. Okay, that could take a while now. It's like 19% now of recalculating the whole model because I moved the plane one step back in the timeline. Oh boy. Hey yo, Crebo, hello, welcome in. I don't know if I can use your real name, so I just say the username. Good evening to you too. Hope you're doing okay. What size is about the same? My thumb is the size of the moon, I tell ya. Ooh. Gee, how big is your mouse then? Oh god, it's really recalculating everything. Alright, time to hydrate. So, what have you all been doing today? Since we need to wait here. By the way, I don't know how well it looks on stream, but back there is the new Imperial Japanese inspired lamp I did. 64%. And if it now throws up an arrow, I do nothing, I just deleted it. Have you made a samurai mask yet? No, actually I haven't. I thought about making one at some point, but I need to find a design first that I would like, and then the time to design it. There's so much other stuff on my to-do list at the moment. Thanks, I'm fine. It's nice to see you working on the T6 Shuttle again. Plus you can use my real name. Right. Good to know. Let's see if I can remember that I can use the right name. $69. God damn it. Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine so far. I just having technical issues here and there. But other than that, can't complain so far. Your print PLA or other material? Well, that depends on the part and what it's used to. If you're referring to the T6 model right now, it will be printed in resin, not FDM. Because the details are too small and too delicate, I guess, for an FDM printer. I actually don't measure the tiniest detail on it yet. Yeah, in general, the spaceship models that I make, I print in resin. Because it's easier to post-process and better details. Unless there is some mechanical parts in it, then if they are hidden, those might then be printed in FDM. And usually PETG or ASA. I try to avoid PLA for things that should last a couple of years. For little trinkets where there's no load or anything on it, then yeah, sure. But everything else, I try to use PETG now. Still 69. It's not moving along anymore. Oh yes, sometimes it's just faster to kill the program and restart again. But I try to remember when I've saved, I think, the sketch before the sketch, so we have to do the sketch again and the extrusion again if I kill it. Unless it managed to make a autosave state. I'm not sure. And I can't check because it's frozen. Is it doing anything at all? Yes, it is, but not much. Oh, that's a bummer. Can I do anything else now? No, not really. Oh. Oh, it's moving again. You. %. We'll get there eventually. Yeah. By the way, I added a QR code on the screen. I'm in this corner up here. I tested to scan it on my screen. There it works. Maybe someone of you guys could test it as well. They can reach all my socials and shops and stuff if you want to. So, are you finished here now? Warning, yeah. Oh god. I see tons of red stuff in the timeline. That's not good. Well, I guess all the waiting was for nothing. We have to re-roll that. Oh god. 26 warnings, 61 errors from moving a plane around. What the fuck? Where did it go anyways? It's not here where I shoved it to. Unbelievable. Okay, now interested where it went. Find in timeline. Yes, please. Are you kidding me? It's almost the complete front. Why? No. We're not going to do that, so undo all of that. Hope this goes quicker. I have to check on my printer. That's looking good. I think you can already see what it will be. Taking forever again. Yeah, you know what? I am tired of waiting. And we need to redo this sketch anyways, I guess, because mostly when I transform sketches from one plane to another that are not even the same angle, it loses all the references and goes elsewhere. So let's just kill off fusion and... Oh no, well, it kind of hurt me. It wants to live. Alright. There you go. Okay, now we roll back the sketch first. That it's disappeared. Then we can plant our plane. There. Get the sketch back. And everything is perfect. So if you move to this plane now without trouble... Nope. But that was expected. Yeah, I could just read. Can I? Uh-huh. Can I change this constraint? Screw it. Delete it. So, but now I need... no, I need the measurement from that sketch before. I need the height 50.1. Let's make some screenshots. This one was 32, 31. Can't really read the one, but doesn't matter. And the angle. $146 for. We need anything else? To recreate the sketch? I don't think so. I will measure the width on top, just in case. Okay, now we can delete it and make a new one. Oh, come on. All right. Oh. Yep. So this one was 32.31, and from the top 50.1. An angle of 46.4. Okay. Well, actually, we can go all the way through, so we can actually make this longer. Then it will definitely get all the geometry that we want to cut. So this will be our cutting tool. Going to mirror that quickly. Making the center line. Don't need those. This one. Mirror around this line. Okie dokie. Okay, let's see. We want to sweep those two profiles along this line here. The whole line, please. Oh no. Path is tangent to the profile. So? Since when is that a problem? Make it parallel? When parallel, it works, but I don't want it parallel. I want it tangent throughout the geometry. Was this enough? I'm not quite sure. Let's check how narrow it is in front of here. Need to find the right reference picture. A little blurry, but seven, 31, 32-ish. Trying to calculate proportions. Oops, what did I do now? Okay, let's wait. Don't cut this one, just the new body. And let's see if the proportions of this edge to side is okay or not. I think it's too wide. By the way, where you from? I'm watching you from Portugal. Came over the live today. Guess the algorithm is working for you. Well, it's about time the algorithm is working for me a little bit. Hey, hello to Portugal. I'm from Germany. It's nice that my live stream is getting suggested to people. So the rear looks good, but this in front is not happy with that. That looks alright. Needs a little bit of tweaking, but for now that's good. This front geometry, I'm not so sure. We need to be level with this line here. And it's absolutely not. It's like here. We need to go here. You see this on the screen? Also small. I don't know. If you can't see what I'm doing, let me know, then I will zoom in the cat screen for the next stream. So we are off about 7.5 millimeters. That's why I wanted the cut to go along the tangent and not parallel. Let's see if we can fix this somehow. Otherwise, I need to think of something else. What if we make a new body now? No, I wish I was in Japan, really. Japan is a beautiful country, and I love to go there, and I want to go there again. So, my bad for not being in Japan. Maybe someday. Okay, let's see if we can rotate this plane a little bit. Or plane at an angle. Let's just use this. 90 degrees. Let's see how that works. think it's time to save again. Come on, recover. Yeah, cancel that and I just want to click the save button, come on. Finally. Okay, let's try this again. Nope, not ready yet. Okay, let's move the sketch to this plane. Yeah, that was inevitable, was it? This one as a reference. So, and can I align those two? No. Can I align this one? No. Then screw you, and we're doing it again. Yeah. This is CAD modeling live. Sometimes some ideas don't work out, and then you have to think of something else that will work with the CAD operations. I think in this regard, Blender or some non-NURB 3D design process would be easier. But I just can't work without a timeline. And without putting exact measurements on geometries. Damn it, I need this one. Or we can just do it again like this and extend. I need to get my screenshots back. Oh, that was the wrong way, man. Go down here again. You go over there again. I think I won't be using Fusion 360 too soon. I might stay on Tinkercad and Blender until my mind can focus on more than 3 things at once. Actually, it's not that different from Tinkercad, I think. I mean, the logic, at least, is the same, I guess. The creation, of course, is, I think, a little different. In Tinkercad, you always use some predefined shapes, right? But you have way more freedom in a CAD program, and in Blender even more. If you can deal with the fact that you don't have a timeline and can roll back and adjust things and always build on top of things, then I think Blender is an excellent program. My OCD can't deal with it. That's all. So 50, 50.1 again, no, 50. And the angle again. Where's my angle? Okay, let's extend this again. Oop. Oh. Why is it a construct now? Mirror on the sketch. I don't have a text for the rest. I think there might be a cat skin for Blender out there for people like you who like the workflow logic. Yeah, I saw something a couple of years ago, but where you have more like a CAD environment. But I don't remember if it also worked with sketches, and I think the timeline was missing still. I don't remember. But something, I looked at it and it didn't convince me for some reason. Okay, we have this and we have that, and I think this is not too deep, is it? No, that should be alright. Okay, let's try this again, sweeping it around this curve. See if it lets me do this. I want... Oh, it's perpendicular to tangent. Oops. Oh man. Why won't you let me? No, this is not what I want. Okay, this is something where it gets frustrating then. I don't know. Maybe we have a setting that can solve it, but I don't think so. I think guide rail, let's see, path is, yeah, this guide rail, let's take this one. Scale stretch none. Oh. path is not smooth. Why? Always a different excuse. Guide surface. No. If you use the surface on top, no. Can we use the path down here though? Well, more or less. Can extend this. Yeah, but this is not. What the hell is that? Well, at least it's perpendicular now and it's cutting. But it looks like shit. Okay, let's make this a new body. Maybe we can fix it. And all that geometry on top here, it doesn't matter because we need the inside here. Oh boy, this is more complicated than I thought. We are, what are we? Where's my time? Whoa, 1 hour and 40 in already, and the base shape is not even there. Damn. I thought I would go way faster though. Okay, let's delete this. Let's make this nice round inside. Maybe we can accomplish it like this. Yeah, there are so nice cat features in there, but if you have some special geometries, let's say like on spaceships here, they sometimes don't work as you want them to, then you have to find your way around them and at the worst smoosh some things together. So I now need the correct radius. What did we have? I think we had 35, but it looks way smaller than yeah, because it was a shallower edge. Let's see. Hide this. Oh, I don't see this then. Let's try this. But we need to oh right, this is not where it should be. Absolutely not. Yeah, I don't think that makes sense. No, you should move those two, rotate it. See if we can line up those edges here with this edge. No, almost. 5, 6. No, it's too much. 5 point something. Where did my value go? Alrighty, let's combine. Oh no, The radius is totally in the wrong place. Well, fake it till you make it. I wish it would just work with the normal calibration. Let's see. Turn this off, then we need to... And then this is off. Okay. Now those don't line up again. Oopsie. 5, 6, 5.8. Oh, it's close enough. Let's see if this will do something, but no, this is not. Yeah, sure, because this path on the bottom does not have this curve on top here. Oh boy. No, I don't like that. Let's quickly see how it looks, and then we have to regroup and do something different. Doesn't look too bad though, but this bend is now missing in this line in the middle, and I want this bend here as well. That's why I wanted to use the path on top here. Somehow it won't let me, and I don't understand what's wrong with it. Let's see how close we are now. Closer, but still not right. So this is variable geometry. Yeah, let's roll this all back. Keep it for later maybe, but I need to make this work with this path on top here. Let's go in the sketch, see maybe I can see something wrong here. I thought it is. Oh, right. Okay, I see it now. So this is not tangent. I thought I clicked that option. Apparently not, or it got deleted through some other operation. To the same point where I set it, so all right. give those parts some constraints first, because otherwise it will smoosh around when I align those two. It did anyways. Alright. More constraints needed. Alright, here we go. Oh, what was it? Damn it. 105.4. Hello? Why is it not accepting this dimension? Hello? The hell? Oops. So why not before? Okay, so I think this should be okay. Now let's see. Oh, come on. Tangent this one to this one. There you go. Check. It got a little bit flatter. Let's check with the skin. Yeah, I need to push it to the rear a little bit. No, not like that. Okay, this needs a total length. 3439. It's so crazy. What I don't get about this program is if you have this grid here and it snaps to the grid points. I mean, you make a line. For example, like this, it shows you 25 flat, 0.0, and then you click on it, and yeah, but it doesn't have the dimension that it showed. So if you use the sketch dimension command and click on it and want to dimension it, and then all of a sudden it's okay. That was not what I wanted to show. Okay, now it's doing it perfectly, but most of the times when you have things like this and you just click on it and then dimension it, it has a weird number like this, with I don't know how many, couple of thousand digits after the decimal point. It's almost never like this. Anyway, back to topic here. Yeah, we wanted to move this curve a little towards the back. Come on. Why can't I move it anymore? Oh, yeah, right. Didum. Need to delete this dimension. So now we can see it move here in the line until it lines up with the skin again. Alright, this should do it. Still 10 gun? Yes. Let's delete this one back here. Don't need this anymore. The rest doesn't matter. Actually, we can delete this as well. Okay, let's try the sweeping again. Those two along this path. Still won't let me do it. I rotated the profile and it didn't help at all. Okay, let's try to put the sketch on this plane again. Oh, this is tedious. Redefine here, yes. Yep. We need this edge as a reference again. I really wonder how much time I waited for CAD programs in my life. I guess I don't want to know, really. Let's get this point up there. Whoop. This dimension 50.1. Right. Those profiles along this path. No, wait, what if I only use one profile? No. I would have laughed so hard if this would have been the solution. Oh boy. This tangent to profile, no. Even though it didn't matter in the past. Can we? We generate a new path in the middle here. Let's see what happened. Still this profile, now with this. No one even select. Ooh, wait, no. Oh, that's a different excuse. Unbelievable. Okay, one last other attempt. And then I'm out of suggestions. I'll just paint an entirely different path. If that helps. And no, we don't use the curve, but just straight. No, that probably looks stupid. Big ass fillet, 640 millimeters radius, not bad. So let's see. Sweep this along this. No, same problem. Unbelievable. Come on. Man, we're 2 hours in and the base shape is still not ready. It's unbelievable. Oh god, this must be the most boring stream ever. So let's go back. Remove the fillets and then try this, but I think this will not make a difference. Will it? This profile. Well, you little fucker. That actually did make a difference. Why is it not working with the fillets? Okay, so let's make this a new body. Then we can insert the fillets on this shape. Hopefully. What was it? 640? And 35. Well, that's probably not the correct values because at a different angle now than the sketch was, wasn't it? But we can. Scroll to eternity up to get this one back and then see here. Okay, no, let's cancel this and where's my slider? Yeah. Jesus, what the hell? Where's my mouse? Gosh darn it. Oh boy, sometimes. Just sometimes. See if you can line up this fillet. That is not the... What is this? I want the value. What the hell are you doing? Yeah. Okay, something is wrong with... Delete that. There you go. There's my arrow. Oh, the arrow was so far out of the picture because... Oh god. Alright. I haven't said anything. Sorry. Let's try 700. No. 800. 900. That's ridiculous. 1,000 millimeters. It's crazy. All right. Nevertheless, let's do the one here. Oh. This one was way smaller. Make 64. Okay. Mirror. And let's cut this out. Let's see. That looks better here in the back, in the rear. The front, it's still not narrow enough, I guess. I think I have to make another geometry to cut off this part here. Yeah. Come on, I just selected the edge. Well, let's see, we're still too far off. The 5 millimeters it was before. Yeah. Okay, I have to make a separate sketch for this part on the front and then merge those two together. Oopsie. Yeah. Check the rear of the part. Three segments. Yeah, those look good. At least the rear is okay now. But at least we have achieved something today. And then the front I need to adjust. Need to check the reference material, but I think there needs to be a little more of a bend here towards the back there. At least according to this here, although this is kind of wobbly here. So let's check the reference if you can see something. Where's my folder? We need the back. No. A little bit. Is it? I think so. I have one exactly from behind, the rear, there maybe. Hard to tell. Looks kind of straight from here. Maybe it's just a vacuum form part that's a little wonky. Wait, did the music stop? Why did the music stop? Eh. The playlist is 6 hours long, so it should keep running. Well, just press play again. I think I'm gonna leave this geometry in the back here as is for now. That looks good. So now I have to figure out how to get this one here. To make another sketch from the bottom upwards with the correct angles, and then we can try to sweep it the other way around or extrude it all the way to the top. Let's see what works better. But before we do that, we save, because I like this, so that we don't lose that. Let's save. Oh, and I can delete all the other attempts that are hidden in the timeline. At the end of the timeline, we can delete all that. All right. Save is done. We are going to sketch on the bottom of this surface here. Let's get the reference back in. Okay, let's see. Okay, close those for now. Take this and this edge as reference points. And then we build our geometry that we want to cut away. Oh yeah, that can't be right. This is all the way in the middle. Now I wanted to fight this one. Yeah, okay, I think the geometry here is just not right. Can't go from here. All the way back here and then where's my reference edge here? Okay. Can quickly check with the geometry underneath it, because those middle sections should be about the same width of the underlying structure and the one on top. The one on top obviously a little bit wider that it can sit on top of it. But roughly the same. Our point is now here. This is the middle of structure below, so this is not too bad. I need to how far is that actually? This is 1 millimeter. This will not be enough because overall thickness of the shell of the riser should be around 2.5 millimeters, because it will be a fairly big part like this, so it should be structurally sound, kind of. So oops, because we need a little more clearance here. Although I don't know where we come down here, because this goes down towards the front, I guess, or does it go up and down straight? I have to check in the TV show again if it goes up and down straight or if it moves along this edge here. I forgot. Nevertheless, it should be more than enough away from this that it would not matter. And here we have, yeah, 7 millimeters clearance here, so that shouldn't be a problem as well. I think we can leave it a point here actually and go from there. Let's do that. Let's extend it a little bit so that we can cut everything that we need to. Add some dimensions. No, I want, yes, this one here, 6 millimeters. And 70.7 degrees. $15 millimeters towards the rear. And last but not least, let's reference this point as well. 94 point, make it an even 5. I think we can keep the sketch single-sided and then extrude the body again and mirror the body and not the sketch. We'll see. Oh wait, not extrude, we want to sweep. Not sure if this will work here. Let's see. No, I want to try this one here. Not create. Sweep would not create a valid result. That's great. Oh. That is something. Yeah, no. Can we just use this one here though, and then just sweep it across the top? Oh, but then we are missing the intersecting line. No, this would be this one. This is to this line. Yes, and this line. It vanishes in the circle here, but we don't have this circle yet. So, oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I missed that. Don't know if you see this, but this on top here goes only towards here, and it ends here. And this is like one big panel that is placed on top the base shape. So we cut this thicker one from the back, and this here is narrower from the front, so this should actually be two different bodies and then later combined. So that's why this happens. So I need to, I guess I need to split those, make the two different shapes, and then add this again. Maybe I can cut this out here and then let's see how it looks if I add fillets everywhere, and then maybe it looks somewhat nice. Okay, no, this is already not working. This is... Nope. What is happening here? This is one body, isn't it? Yes. No. No, that doesn't look good. Now I have to split those parts. First, let's delete this back here. Before I forget what it was, so... Oop, delete. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's roll back this sweep again. So now we have this and this. Yeah, I think I need to cut this part out of here. Yeah, make them two entirely separate sweeps. And then I have two shells and then I can combine them. That's the plan at least. Take a quick look at the 3D printer. Still running. Everything looks fine, that's good. Okay, maybe. Yes. Let's roll this back. I think I can copy and paste this one and then make the two bodies out of that. Rise or other shell. Let's give them names, otherwise I sometimes have trouble keeping them distinguished if it's body 1698 and 99. Rise in a layer, more layer than a shell. Right, this one. No, right, the outer layer, and this is the inner layer, and then we can try to sweep this all around. See what happens, but no, I need to adjust the sketch first. Oh, hey Ian, welcome in. How you doing? Great to see you back. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. It was way too long. But yeah, life and stuff. But yeah, I'm back and I hope to be back more regularly and for longer, maybe forever. We'll see. Now we go back in a sketch and we need to cut off a little material on front here so that we have this little step here on the thingy. How do we do like this? Or I wanted to check if you can see this in here, but I I guess not. No. That's too squishy. Here, this light shade is this path here. This part. Like. Maybe I can. Kind of. No, I can't. Need to make a different sketch. Quickly go in here. Let's see if I can figure out how thick this is. Roughly. Yeah, millimeter. Like what I would have aimed for. Okay, let's go back in the other sketch again. Whoa. Okay, so 1 millimeter. Oh. Right. That's the wrong part. I need this part here. There you go. Yep, that makes more sense. 1 millimeter. Down the middle, that we can mirror it nicely. Get rid of all the excess sketch lines. Don't need this anymore. And that will keep for reference. I'm glad you're okay, Ian. Yeah, life, tell me about it. Exactly. I guess we all know that. Yeah, I have talked before it, but no worries, I will maybe quickly tell it again. It is not an actual scan. It's like in a conventional way where you go with a scanner to the model and scan it. But it's a photogrammetry scan, so it's made out of the pictures that I found online of the studio model, and then the software calculates a scan out of those pictures if they are good enough quality. And it was decent enough to get the basic shape of the ship, so that helped a lot building everything so far. You still need to get the scale right, because every scan doesn't have a scale. You need some reference points that you know how what the dimensions are, and then you can scale it accordingly. So I'm not entirely sure if I got it entirely correct, but according to the data that is available online, let me check. It says it's about 30 inches across, so the wingspan here from top to bottom, 30 inches. If it's 30.1, 30.5 or 29.8, there are no exact measurements. The other measurement that I know of, or that which they talked about, is this inner tube here, which is a 3-inch tube, but I don't know if it's the outer diameter here or if it's laying more like inside the details that are on top of it. So there could be some how you say, deviations Wait. But fortunately, there are some kit parts that we know. What is wrong with this thing? For example, this here. And where did it go? The train track suspension from the Leopold railway cannon. So those parts, I scaled it to those parts, and I hope that it will fit, that it will be exact as possible. Might still be some millimeters off, of course, but I think it's good enough when it's standing in your home and you're looking at it. And if you don't print it in studio scale, it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, for the base shape, to get those photogrammetry scans, it's amazing. So, where were we? Right, I wanted to adjust this sketch and sweep it. Oopsie. Okay. Oh, I guess my camera picture froze. Well, that's not good. It happened in testing as well. I don't know what that is all about. Where is this thingy here? Always something else. Hello? It's moving again. Okay. Oh god. OBS update for the win. Thank you for explaining that. Sounds like you will be as close as possible to the true size, so to break your concentration. Which software do you use for the photogrammetry? I'll let you work. No worries. Don't worry about it. You can ask whatever you want. That's what this is all about here on the live stream. To get to know you, you get to know me. You can ask me things and I try to tell you things, and yeah, maybe learn a little something. Yeah, right. This is the whole plan to get as close as possible. I guess we never know for sure until we have more data on the studio model, but so far I didn't find any new material regarding size or anything. Software for photogrammetry. Boy, I forgot the names. I tried 3 different ones, and they all gave different results for different kind of scan sets that I used. I also used this for the X-Wing, and different program gave better results for the X-Wing than it did for the T6 Shuttle and vice versa. And for the T6 Shuttle, actually, I met a guy online. He helped me with that because he has some professional software. I don't know the name of it. I did not ask, but he is doing this more or less professionally. So he was happy that he could help me, and he did those scans that I have here. He did those for me. I have my own, I think, here. Yeah, this is what I got. It lost its texture, and it's not as clean. If you look from here, you can see a lot of spikes and valleys. Tails? Täler im Deutschen. Yeah. And if you put up his, this is way nicer, way smoother. You can also see the panel lines, and it has textures on it. So even if the geometry itself is not there, you can see where the edges are and go from there. So that's really great. Okay. Let's try this sweep again. That's the question if I take this or this. Let's see if I can use this one or if it... No. It's still not. Okay, then we take this one again and add the fillets. Where did my millimeter go? Yes, not here, but there. Okay. Okay, the same procedure as before. We take the rough path and add the fillets later in the geometry. Come on. And we need to check if this is really a millimeter that is now here off or not, because perspective and stuff and sweep angle, always something to consider. Let's see. Oop. What the hell is wrong with the rotation? Something's not right. There you go. From this to this. No, it's only 0.6. Yeah, I thought. Because the sweep angle is too flat here. So we need to adjust our sketch. Yeah. Guess you could make it with math and the angle and things behind it, but it's way too late for that, so I'll just do trial and error. Almost midnight here in Germany, by the way. Error. Booty is like... Oh god, calculating in the head is just not in it anymore. Let's make it 1.4. .85, almost a little more. What's this? 1.8 as well, so we need a little more of a gap here. 0.8, double that. And now we have 1 millimeter, yes. Check quickly at the rear section. Oops. 1 and something what millimeters. That's okay. Okay, now same procedure as before. Let's get in those fillets. What was it? I think 1,100 millimeters. Eh? It's oh, wait. All right, I have multiple edges now. Then I need this one as well. Whoops. That's too much. 800. Heh. There it is. Okay, we need to adjust the value just that it touches this line here. 150, 160, 170. 165. Let's take that. Okay, the other one in the front. Yeah. Not doing anything, is it? Already way past this. Oh, it's right. Oh, I need to, yeah. I need a millimeter under this geometry as well as with this, right? Can't see it. Okay, I'm going to make a section cut in the model quickly that we can see the geometry is lining up, because the way it is now I just can't see anything. I think the printer is changing colors now for the stem. I hope the orange filament is enough. Could be quite close, but it should alarm me when it's out, so we'll see. Section cut here. Wait, green on here. It's no. Never mind. Section cut. Whoops. So and now we still don't see what I want to see. Damn it. This is what I want to see. Now I can see the two black lines here from both bodies, and I need to align this fillet with this fillet, that it has the same distance as those lines, the millimeter we need. Also back here, now we have it that it is on top of each other, but we need to have the distance. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but you will let me know. That looks good. One in the rear. Yeah. Why? Ugh. The hell? What did it do? Start it. Gosh darn it. So now the arrow is on top, and then you can pull on it. Maybe a little less. My almost most used tool, the ruler. I like to measure things on the screen. The dimensions are not important at this point, but there are proportions. And those you can measure perfectly on screen. A little more. There you go. That should be all right. Do the same thing in front here. The fillets line up correctly. Yep, that's good. Okay. Deactivate the section. Now let's mirror tool geometry. New body. Oh wait. Yeah, doesn't matter. And now we cut it. Okay, so now we have the inner shell, which is this part here in front. It goes all the way back here, and then the top shell, which is this part here, goes on top of it, and then I need to cut the respective sections out of the top shell, that the geometry stays, remains that I want. I'm not sure about this though. Maybe this is still different, but let's check this first. Oh, I should have saved. Damn it. Oh, okay. Let's save quickly. Yeah, the bigger the model gets, the longer it takes to save. Okay, I quickly need to write something down. Okay. So now, oh, did I not? What happened there? I thought whoopsie. Thought I had removed that. Order layout. Well, let's delete this one. Yep. Now it's overlaying correctly. Alrighty. Okay, I think I'm going to make one last sketch and then we call it for today. I want to cut out this geometry here, that we can say this, and that we can see this overlay here. See how that looks. So for this, wait, I need to hide all the other sketches first. Dim dim, gone. Okay. This we bring back our skin. Now we can see this geometry here, more or less. Some guessworking to be made, but still better than to have no reference at all. So let's see here. No, this is not a perfect circle. Yeah, who would have thought? This part is this can this here is straightforward. No, it's a little bit angled down. That's all right. I can do that. Okay, and back here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Kind of vanishes and blends in together. I'm not sure yet. Let's cut out one section and then we'll go from there. Yep. We need to cut the outer layer. Symmetric extrusion to both sides. Hide the sketch, bring this back, and now we have that look more or less. The other shell needs a little bit of tweaking, of course. Oh, come on, man. But if we some fillets on here. Ah, come on. Quickly check here. Yeah. So if you look at this, it's almost there. Of course, both geometries need some optimization, but that's a good base to work from. Yeah, I guess I need to make the outer shell a little bit smaller. But it's getting there. Yeah, the T-6 Shuttle has some pretty unique geometries that are not that easy to replicate. It just takes time to refine them and get them exactly how they should be. Oh yeah, save. But I want to here and isolate everything. With a quick look. That doesn't look too bad. Nice. Clearance. Can you tell me? Two millimeters, that's plenty. 2.2 millimeters clearance. Yeah, that's more than enough to work with. All right. Okay, let's save and then I'm calling it for today. Unfortunately, not as much progress that I hoped to, but at least we got the base shapes to, well, I say 85 to 90% where they should be. See if I can work on them until the next stream, or if we have to fiddle around on them on stream. We'll see about that. How much time I have. Oh, just in time for the pumpkin to be almost done. Yeah, what a coincidence. I kind of timed that the pumpkin should be ready when stream is finished. So yeah, but actually, let me see. What does it tell me? No, 15 minutes to go. 15. Yeah. Then I can pull this from the build plate and go to bed. Yep. Yeah, so thank you everyone tuning in. I hope you liked what you saw. Thanks for sticking around. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Next time, hopefully next week Friday, because on Thursday I'm at a concert. So Friday, hopefully. And then the weeks after those, I hope that I can do it regularly on Thursday. We'll see. Because most of the time I have something else to do on Friday. So yeah, thank you everyone. Have a good night. Have a good time zone wherever you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.